Match prison time to person. Come on, man. Gotta do that. Let's go.
With possession of MDMA with intent to distribute.
So you were like partying and then just selling it on the side?
I don't know. I was a full-time drug dealer.
You're not the
Oh man, he's a little drug dealer guy.
say all that. Damn, you're good now though, right? Because this is on camera.
Hello,
What's your name?
I'm Eddie Purpose.
My name is.
Huh?
Oh,
What's your name?
I'm Eddie Purpose.
I have no clue what your name was. I think your name's Eddie. I'm gonna call you Eddie though.
My name is Raymond.
Have you ever done any prison time?
I have been to prison. One sentence a year and a day.
At 16 years old, I actually left school to go commit a robbery and ended up serving 12 and a half years for that crime.
My
What? Yo, he really robbing banks at 16? Bro spent 12 years. That's her whole life at school, bro. That's a whole nother life at school, bro. That's insane.
dad was in prison all of my teenage years and got out when I was an adult.
What did he go in for?
Non-violent drug charges.
What did he go to prison for?
Some family bullshit. Somebody was messing with my sister and, you know, I handled my business and got locked up.
If you knew me in middle school, you might have hear me say that like my dad was dead, because that's what I told people at first, because I was ashamed.
I got out when I was 31, and I had a desire while I was in there to start my own organization to focus on young people and help try to prevent individuals from taking the same path that I took by just, you know, having a mentor there, having somebody who cares, and provide them with various services.
Today, you're gonna guess how long people have been in prison.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay,
All right.
I'm ready.
You nervous at all?
No, not even a little bit.
Looking at that list, you'll assign a number of years they did in prison.
2-5-23. Whew. That's some time, bro.
Even just the
Wait, golly. I'm not gonna lie, if you went a year is so long, bro. So 23 years is insane.
like
Oh,
comparatively lower 7 years that my dad was in caused such a physical toll on every aspect of him.
Have everybody come on out.
It's good.
Matt, nice to meet you.
What's up, man? I'm Eddie, man.
Myron, come on forward.
What's up, Myra?
let's see. We got to think about who's the oldest here. You know what I'm saying? So he might spend a lot of time.
How many prisons have you been to?
4.
What
Dang, he's a mover.
types of programming or positive things did you do to help yourself become better?
I did every single class that they offered in the facility, and I did every single workout class. Actually, I taught every single workout class after that.
Oh, Myron did some time now. Yeah.
What do you do
Take
for a
your
living right
time.
now?
I work for myself. I have a few companies. One that make the most money, enjoy the most. I'm an artist.
Were you able to do art while you were incarcerated?
I was. Actually,
Why am I getting ads? What? Fenty? Puma? What's going on? Yuck, what is wrong with this ad? Turn me down, bro. Turn me down.
really, that's where my art career started.
Started.
Because if you were locked up for 20,
Frog
30 your life
noises.
or whatever, and you ain't seen your kids,
And you can-
and
somebody
you got
can draw it,
pictures,
yeah,
right, and I put
yeah.
you in there with your kids or with your mama that passed away or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
People drawing stuff for you in there
Yeah.
is tight.
Yeah.
You want that.
When you re-enter society, what was one of your biggest challenges and why?
being around people.
How long did it take you to adjust?
I feel like I'm still adjusting. People act like out on the street like they're all civilized and there's people in prison all, you know, monsters and shit. People out got no respect for boundaries. It just, I mean, you know, it's crazy. Is it hard to come up with a number?
Yeah, it's hard to come up with a
No,
number.
I'm saying like I feel like he had to do a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way he's in there for 7 months only.
I think it's more than 7 months. For sure.
I would say 13 years.
I'm gonna say 13.
And why 13?
13. I'll say 10.
I don't know, I'm just guessing.
I was gonna say, because he didn't even ask that many questions.
I was just guessing.
Thank you, Myron. 5 years. Absolutely. All right, yeah.
5 years, 4 prisons. I don't know.
Yep, next. I don't think you did 23, man. I don't think you're old enough. How old are you?
26.
20.
Imagine he committed a crime while he was 3, get 23 years. That's insane.
So he didn't, unless you got booked when you was 3 or something. But
Are you comfortable telling me what you did to get in? You can say no.
I sold drugs to a cop.
So he's dumb. I mean, it's typical though. You know what I'm saying? I expected different, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Oh my god.
Yeah, it wasn't that cool. It wasn't that cool. It wasn't. No. I am not proud of it.
were you just going up to people in the club like, hey, you want to buy some coke?
I had the drug and gang task force of my county storm my house and search the whole place. And luckily, I was able to get out and get a lawyer and get it fought and actually have a fair case.
Fair case, but you still sold the drugs to the
still
popo.
sold the
So
Got narked on.
What was the first thing you ate when you got out?
Low key, I think it's more than 7 months. It could be 7 months though. I don't know.
Red Robin, pineapple, teriyaki bonsai burger.
How did your body handle that?
They would love it.
I'm just thinking about like how much food messed up my dad when he got out. Every time he tried to eat anything that wasn't like plain chicken breast, it messed him up and it hurt his stomach. And he
It's like super processed and really low quality, so you get that real meat and fat in you. It's over.
yeah.
What did
Okay, so he's talking like he's been there. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's been there for a while.
re-entry look like for you?
It wasn't as hard for me as it was for others. Because I kept in contact with a couple of people. I was able to get back to a steady work right away and have a pretty good support system.
The fact that he stayed in contact with multiple people.
Just passing through.
I think I can tell. Yeah.
Just passing through.
Yeah. My man did 7 months.
That's what I'm thinking. I feel like that's too bait though. I don't know though.
I'm gonna give him the 2 years.
You're young.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him, like, the
way
one
you
or
responded to
whatever's
food,
next.
I would go 2.
Oh, it's 2? Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That looks like a prison. Is that a prison tattoo?
That's actually not.
It's not. What? Do you have any prison tattoos?
I do.
Are you comfortable
Prison tattoos, I'm not gonna lie, that's at least 2 years minimum. So he might
telling
be
me
like
what
a
you did to go
10
in?
year.
Robbery, Resberg, possession, theft.
Oh yeah, he's cooked. Oh my god.
Resberg, theft, assault, possession,
Slay.
trafficking.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, okay. This guy's a criminal. This guy's a villain.
Do you have a drug problem back then or something?
I did.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
You doing good now though?
I'm doing good now.
Yeah. Did your family hold you down?
I didn't really have them to hold me down, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
my mom would send me $10 here and there, you know?
Were you in a relationship?
Yeah, I was like,
But they didn't.
no.
Probably were gone for a while. If they didn't want to wait, maybe.
I was a dirtbag. Man.
Okay. He's a dirtbag, but
He seemed like a dirtbag,
7 months,
though,
you
probably.
might hold a dirtbag down. I don't know, man.
How many prisons have you been to?
I think 7.
What is that an indication
Dang. Oh my god, this guy's going.
of?
If you've been to multiple prisons, for me, 9 times out of 10, you've done multiple years. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 5.
It was a violent crime. The girl left you because you was a dirtbag or whoever it was. So I'm gonna say 13.
I'm thinking
Yeah, I'm thinking 10, 13.
10 years seems reasonable given the information I've been given.
All right. I'll take it. 10 years.
Nice meeting you.
Now it's I
He got
think
gray
this
hairs. He kind of do look he has gray hair, so I'm gonna go
might be the
23.
big numbers, or else I got the big numbers wrong already. So we gonna see.
It's okay to be wrong.
It's okay to be wrong.
What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. We obviously know each other. I forgot his
Let's say that part. Like we were in the cell together.
We was literally in the cell together.
This is when he used to think he was the R&B artist.
All right, he's old. He has to do at least 20-something years.
You still think you're an R&B artist?
I still be singing. Come on, man.
What did you do to go inside if you're comfortable telling me?
Could I just say it involved a gun?
Yes.
It's like silly. Oh man.
Okay, was it a violent crime?
Violent and drug related.
And violent and drug related.
When I went into prison, I was a gang member. I was violent. I was young, and I made impulsive and poor decisions. Today, I'm an adult. I'm a father first and foremost.
Come on, yeah.
As of Monday, that's
Congratulations.
Clap it up. Let's clap it
What
up.
is something you do for fun?
snowboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I love snowboarding.
Yeah.
What was the food like?
The food was awful.
What did you eat when you first got out?
When I first got out, my brother tried to take me to a chain restaurant, but I disagreed to I wanted to eat some home cooked food, so he cooked me some good Laos food at home.
How was it,
That's cool.
like,
It was-
on your body?
It was terrible on my body, but amazing on my lips.
Okay, sorry, not that it was terrible on your body, but I'm just glad that what I read wasn't incorrect.
What was one of the biggest lessons that you learned?
Coming to terms with racism in America. I went inside of prison, I just thought that it was my family's failing, my community's failing, and my individual failing. Prison taught me to look beyond that. Gave me an understanding that it's just not about my individual choices, it's about systems that are in place.
So I think I got a number. I'm going because your age,
Oh man, he age discriminated.
your family. I'm almost
Nah, for
there,
sure. It's
too.
just
I'm
the
almost
age,
40,
bro.
so I get
Like,
it.
he
It's
looks
all
a little
good.
older. He looked like
I think
40
maybe
something, man.
when you were in your 20s, you got in some trouble. So I think it's 23 years.
We can get silly, I'll go 23.
I know that this guy, is really turned
get
his
really
life
silly,
around
bro.
in a huge positive way. That being said, he did 23 years.
All right, I love you.
Love you
Good to
too,
see you.
bro.
I'll talk to you afterwards.
Absolutely.
He definitely knows
Right.
how long he's been there.
Howdy.
Like, that's his friend.
Do you get in a lot of trouble?
Yeah, well, not anymore.
And not anymore?
Not anymore.
What crime did you commit that sent you to prison?
Sold some drugs.
What was the first prison I sent you to?
Well, I went to county jail and then I did some time at federal.
Feds. Big old drugs. That sent you to Feds, yeah.
Do you think that you were given a good deal?
Yes and no. So based on the amount of drugs I got caught with, I did way too much time. But based on what they could have charged me with, I did all right.
Was the judge kind to you?
I guess. The prosecutors were not kind to me.
The prosecutors are not kind. They're never kind. But the judge, depending on your race and stuff, can want to be lenient, or they can be like, you're a piece of shit and talk to you very badly.
Do you think that you've been given the proper amount of opportunities now that you're out to be more than prison?
Yes and no. I mean, I did find it kind of hard to find a job for a little bit. Even a lot of ones that I was very qualified for. The only reason I actually got the job I have is because they didn't fully do a background check.
Did you remain in contact with multiple family or friends while you were incarcerated?
Not as many as I thought. Mainly just my parents.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, usually the more time you do, the more people fall off. And so I would have put 5 for Matt.
I think you did 7 months.
All right.
What was your first question to him? Do you get in a lot of trouble?
It's just, he doesn't look like he gets in a lot of trouble, man. I mean,
He don't. He really
Howdy,
don't,
come
bro.
on, man. No offense, I'm not like.
Howdy
I
is
have
crazy.
left.
You
Not
have
me.
10.
Okay. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Marv.
What is something you like to do for fun?
Snowboard.
Now, he's a
only
nice
one,
guy. He might be
but-
7 months.
I did do some time with Marv. I thought it was 8, but how old was you when you went in?
21.
What kind of crime did you commit?
Violent.
Violent crime. Did you have like weapon enhancements, anything like that?
Yes.
What is a weapon enhancement?
It just means like you committed a crime, you have a weapon, it's like an enhancement. There's gang enhancements, weapon enhancements. I don't know if it doubles the time
They add
or
on an extra 5 years.
5 years.
Dang.
I got friends in there right now that have like
Dang, he got
got
friends
sentenced
there.
to robbery for like 12 years, but got over like 60 years of gun enhancement.
Yeah.
Dang. Oh, yeah, he for sure did 20.
It's not fair.
That's my last
Yo.
number, so I'll give you 5.
I'm going to say 10.
It was a violent crime. He got a weapon enhancement. So, yeah, I think that would double his time. So 10 years.
Yeah, for sure, 10 years.
It's up in the air with Ray and Matt. I feel like they could be split.
Okay. You want to flip them?
And you guys know the answers too. Okay, let me go Ray with 5 and Matt with 2.
All right, so show of hands, who did Raymond guess correctly?
Okay. I knew it. I knew this one.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm no expert.
Take a look, take a look.
Oh,
Dang, of course he knew, right? Like, he knew everything.
I guess I'm all right? Come on, man. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing, but
All right, well, let's talk about
saying,
it.
like,
Myron,
what?
please step back up.
Do you think
13?
the number you got was fair for what you did?
Absolutely not. But I would never take my prison experience back. You know, just all those qualities that I gained and the person that I am today, I wouldn't be that person if it wasn't for that.
what was the biggest lesson you learned?
It's imperative to surround yourself with people that will hold you accountable and people that you can sharpen yourself with. I got my degree. I did my art. I worked out every day, like 4 hours a day. You know what I mean? Like, I learned how powerful of a person I am as a person, but I also learned how powerful we are as a people, period, together.
Appreciate you, my man.
Thank you, Myron.
I guessed 2 years for you. How wrong was I?
You were high.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 7 months. That makes sense. You know, so it was pretty bait, the answer, but like.
You were 7 months?
That makes sense now.
Okay.
You did 7 months in the joint, got out.
Changed person. Changed person.
What does change look like?
Clean and mentally strong.
What are you doing now?
I
He's kinda
work
silly.
2 different jobs. One job in construction, and I work at a really nice restaurant.
I said 2 years, 7 months. And you think that's because what? It's like your first time. You are white.
It was my first offense, yes, but I also was proactive before and did like treatment.
So you followed all the steps they told you.
Yeah, basically.
Have you been in trouble after that?
Nope, scotch free.
Stay free, and that's what's
Makes
up, man.
sense.
I did not guess you correctly.
5 years?
Honestly, I'm surprised that you guys all guessed high because I always get like, you've been to prison? Like,
What is it about you that surprises people?
I basically spent my entire time out in college and then I became an engineer. My mom definitely held it down like right in the beginning, you know? I went in with a real bad attitude and just got really involved in politics and like made my time worse.
What does that mean? You got really involved in politics?
Prison politics.
Yeah, prison politics.
Prison politics, social structures.
I went in and I got out and I went right back and I was like, I'm probably gonna be in here for a minute, you know, that's what I'm doing. So I just like, was like, how do I get in one of these gangs? Like, what are you trying to do, you know?
Yeah,
Who were you before you went in?
Nah, he's
Who were you
bored.
today?
He's like, man, why
When
is
I
that?
went
Man?
in, I was a taker, and now I consider myself someone that like puts back.
How do you put back?
I also work with a bunch of nonprofits in the reform space, and then I participate in 12-step program because I had a drug problem, you know, and like so I do a lot of service
get
with
a little
that.
druggy.
Good,
Okay,
man.
okay,
Congratulations to you.
Hello. Did I guess you correctly?
Yes, you did.
It happened when you were
I mean,
young.
it just makes
Yeah.
sense.
I was 15.
At 15.
15? Dang.
To the
I was
pen.
on the main line at 16 years old.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? They didn't even give you juvenile life or nothing. You didn't. Damn.
What were some other positive programs that you connected yourself to while you was in prison?
In regards to the programs that were available, but mostly was the higher education programs, right? Like a lot of the men behind me got our degrees or pursued higher education. That's what they always had in place there. But I think if these young people
He's cool.
would have had those resources to get a
Like,
higher
20
education out
years
here,
is
then they wouldn't have to
insane,
get
bro.
educated while incarcerated.
What are you doing now?
I get my income from doing work through Rooted Community. We support folks coming home from incarceration with housing, employment. I was formerly the president of API CAG. I was hoping you asked about this more than anything.
I read apricot and didn't read it a second time.
Apricot. Dang, I didn't read it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's an acronym. I don't know what it
API
means.
CAG is Asian Pacific Islander Cultural Awareness Group. They're led by incarcerated men inside. We're an advocacy group. I've been released now for 6 years, and I'm continuing to support the work and do the work on their behalf. When they first bring us into prison, they classify you. They ask you what's your race and ethnicity. You know, a lot of people had to mark API. Fast forward in a racist prison system, everybody that marked themselves as API, DOC considered them a gang.
Yep.
No matter what, like, oh,
Dang.
you're a gang.
That's
Well,
kinda
you told
crazy.
me to mark API. That was the only category you gave me. We, as people that wanted to do positive stuff in the community, wanted to change, the way people looked at us and perceived us, and less of the impact when we go home, and try to fix the harms we cause, right? I think the one thing we didn't name in this, and he didn't name, is that a lot of the men that's obviously white in here had the lesser of the time. And the impacts was probably different on them than the impacts on us.
So then that raises my question. What is the solution then?
Think about restorative practices, so under-resourced communities. Give people what they need.
That's good. That's good. Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
2 years, right? I said
right.
7 months.
2
See,
years. Okay,
I
okay,
misjudged.
okay.
So what did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Or what did I get charged with?
Yeah.
I got charged with possession of MDMA with intent to distribute.
So you were like partying and then just selling it on the side, kicking it?
I don't know. I was a full-time drug dealer.
You didn't have to say all that. Damn.
Okay,
You're good
okay.
now though, right? Because this is on camera, right?
What did you do to keep yourself sane?
Cooked. Yeah, he's going
Just
back.
having a lot of free time
Going
to
back for at
read
least 20
and like
minimum.
sort of figure out myself and just kind of meditate. I've learned a lot of things about myself with the amount of time that I did.
Did you have a favorite book or any that stuck out?
A book called Shantaram.
What's it about?
It's about this Australian guy who escapes from a really bad prison in Australia, and then he goes and
They
lives
let you
in.
have that?
And then he goes and lives in India, and then becomes like an Indian gangster. It's really good.
What do you think about the judicial system?
Super inconsistent. Like he was talking about how the white dudes got lesser time. That's a fact. If I was
Yeah, that's true.
a person of color, man, I would have been screwed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got at least 10. Nah, you
What
probably
was
like
your
5 minimum.
experience?
That
like?
shit was ass.
Yeah.
It was trash. It was an opportunity to really see how corrupt the system is. I mean, it's just a continuation of slavery, making money off black and brown people. It's really hard not to draw a direct correlation between people that used to be employed to catch slaves to people that are now police that are employed to lock up black and brown people.
Right. Millions of jobs that people receive based on the backs of those who are incarcerated. Absolutely.
For the last 5 years, I've been working in organizations specifically helping mentor young black youth, give good positive role model examples, really change the narrative, change some of the ideas and perspectives. One of the students asked me the question, were you terribly harmed or in trauma before you went in prison? And for me, no, I was just black. First time I went to jail, I went to prison.
Damn.
I graduated high school, never joined no gang, I don't have no fucking tattoos, got plenty of family support. I was just black.
Well, I'm glad you're here today, man.
But he look at the camera like that. Now he look at the producer. He's like, yeah, I was black. Yeah. Yeah, I was black.
Hey, had to switch the flow, that's how I go. I had to make a difference. They told all my bros to end up dead or in a prison sentence. Hop up on the mic and I'ma go.